Lots of new runners, when they're starting out, and particularly when wanting to use running for weight loss, come to see it as punishment. I've had lots of alcohol, I need to run it off. I've eaten so badly this week, I need to run it off. I'm so unfit, I need to start running. Running is seen as the price to be paid for some perceived failing, moral or physical. It burns off the calories you shouldn't have eaten. It is a health thing you can do as payment for an unhealthy habit. Or it's just an activity you find hard that it becomes your punishment for something else. The underlying thought is that running is negative. It's a slap on the wrist or a parking ticket. It's the thing you do to make up for the things you think you shouldn't do or are failing at. A lot of people, you possibly included, approach the sport this way, as punishment, and are somehow surprised when you feel the deep dread at the thought of going for a run. You've personified the simple act of walking but quicker, running, as punishment, as something kids are terrified of and that only follows something bad or to be avoided. Why are you surprised that you don't enjoy it? So why do people treat running as punishment? This is a simple answer. Running is hard, painful and exhausting. These are three traits that generally also exist in punishment in one way or another. And at the very least, activities with this trait are generally things that you don't often wish to repeat. You don't go out seeking parking tickets, slaps on the wrists, or 30 minutes in the naughty quarter, unless that's your thing. So why is treating running as punishment such a bad thing? Treating running this way teaches you to dread the act itself, and it tells your brain that you deserve punishment for doing normal things. The simple act of using running as a self-flagellation shows that deep down you probably know running is good for you, and if you think it's good for you, it might be something you want to do better or more consistently. And put quite simply, putting running in the punishment box in your brain will always lead you to not consistently run. But more than that, this cycle reinforces the idea that your actions are something to be monitored and, when wrong, punished for. You are most likely not a child, so punishing yourself like this doesn't seem like the right way to go about it. Lastly, and I'll expand on this more in a moment, but running deserves a brighter spot in your life than the thing you do when you mess up. Running as a sport or act is a miraculous thing, and by using it as punishment, you're robbing the act itself of its main powers. And honestly, you're robbing yourself of experiencing the incredible things consistent running has to offer. So what's the alternative to treating running as punishment? Well, it's easier said than done to transition from punishment mindset to something else. But most people I see with this mindset are newer runners. The phase of being a newer runner where every run is painful and hard, where you cannot imagine how on earth or why someone would do this, or much less enjoy it. Transitioning from that state of mind to a more productive one isn't easy, but it is possible. And doing so makes the experience so much better. The alternative is to simply treat running exactly for what it is. Don't try to paper over the hard or the bad bits of it. Running is hard, it feels unnatural to you when you're new, and you might even feel self-conscious. That's not a flaw in your running ability, that's just how running is. And working through that pain, doing it anyway when motivation is low, is the cost of admission for being a good runner. There is no runner alive who you'd consider good at it who hasn't absolutely hated running a lot of times in their life. That being said, gritting your teeth and just getting it done as a requirement for being a good runner, there is also a mindset shift that I found universal amongst the people who go from hating running to loving it. The mindset needed to enjoy running. It's easy to get caught up in how hard running is, but lingering in that state of I hate my life, why do I do this, isn't going to help you. Running is hard. No amount of feeling sorry for yourself is going to change that. This may sound harsh, but it is true, and accepting it will get you to loving running much quicker. Running is hard, and you'd be better served by not expecting it to be easy. The mindset that makes this possible, in my experience, is that those who excel in running have two distinct feelings about the sport. The first is the joy of movement, and the second is running as meditation. Let's start with the joy of movement. The joy of movement is as it sounds. Instead of feeling every ache and pain with your soul, instead feel overjoyed at the fact your body is doing what it's built to do. Every muscle in your body is working as a single unit to move you through the air. You're able to bounce, skip, and stride like kids do when they have new shoes. This isn't a God-given right. It's a privilege. Enjoy it. Every step you take, the wonderful machine that is your body is perfectly synchronizing a few really big muscles along with hundreds of tiny ones. Your brain is sending perfectly timed signals to your legs so that you don't fall over. Your feet adapt on a millisecond level to keep you balanced and stable. This happens every single step, and honestly, is nothing short of a miracle. One day in your life, you won't be able to run anymore. One run will be your last one. You'll stop your watch for the last time. Don't you think that after that day, you'd probably give everything to be able to move like that again? So it's probably best enjoying it while you can. Run and move freely, skip over puddles, bounce at the rhythm of the music in your headphones. Your runs are limited by the human condition, probably best not to waste them. The second mindset is running as meditation. Now this is often used phrase by people who love running, but it can be hard to understand. Whether you have headphones in or not, running is a meditative experience for human beings. These days, there are almost no consistent times we get that forces you back into your own head, like running does. The act of running alone down an empty path bottles up your thoughts, stresses and feelings and pops them back into that little head of yours. They are yours and you're alone with them now. Even if you have music playing, it only acts as elevator background music for your little thought session. Happy songs guide you to thinking about what you enjoy or excited for. Fast-paced bangers make you feel powerful. There is a huge benefit to having true alone time like this. It's rare in our modern society to not be barraged with things to do, think about or scroll through. Running is the most productive way for you to be mindful. It's a dedicated period of time where you can just think. The act of running itself stimulates huge blood flow to your muscles and brain, and it's pretty hard to be more awake and aware of yourself than you can be whilst running. My advice is to take advantage of it. Think about work being a nightmare. Think about the argument you had with your partner. Mull it over whilst running. It has the glorious double impact of giving you the solo time to space and think, whilst also adding in positive chemicals that you get naturally from running, making even the most stressful thoughts sting a tiny bit less.